you need something new to listen, out of all the other shit, Bass Tapes has what you need, and it goes like this. Every other Friday morning, you get a little treat, something not too long and feels more complete. Bass Tapes, Bass Tapes, Bass Tapes. Please listen to our Bass Tapes.
Okay, I'm not sure if that's going to be any part of it. Sipping water.
Is there an intro?
Yeah, it usually goes like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bass Tapes. I am here joined with the head minister of propaganda, the person with the agenda, the man behind the scenes of every Behemoth episode that you watch, TpapaSLICE. How we doing, sir?
Good. How we doing? I like that. Would you call me the minister of propaganda?
Minister of propaganda. I feel like that's a good title for you.
Bro, I would say it's pretty accurate. I mean, we can get into this, but like, yeah, I definitely push my agenda all the time, like every day. I hate to admit it, but like every single day.
Well, yeah, but that's one of the main things I wanted to talk to you about was it's been a little over a year now since you, Tasty, and Prison Joe.
2 years. We're coming up on 2 years.
2 years. Oh my god.
Yeah. We'll hit 2 years in September. What are we, August right now? So like, actually, we may have even dabbled in, I don't have the exact date, but it's so funny because I use the same, we have this thing called the doc. It's like, man, now we're getting into it. Okay, so when we run Behemoth, we have this thing called the doc, is what we all call it. It's just it's a Google Doc. And it's what's got the script on it with the clips every day. The script is loose. It's mostly just like some bullet points with some news to talk about, and then all the clips with like, I don't know, I put like a sentence or two about like what I think, how you can intro this clip, and then the hosts, they take care of it from there. And the doc that I use is the same Google Doc from when we started, and that one is dated September 30th. And I think I made that doc within the first week of us starting. And it's so funny because it's just like, it's just at the top of the doc, all it says is September 30th. That's it. It just says 9-30. And like, it's the same doc I've used this whole time.
Gotcha. So coming up on 2 years, since you and Tasty and Prison Joe have acquired Behemoth Enterprise, you've made Asterix your whipping boy. And you guys have really grown the channel. Like, it really kept up with like the spirit of the daily uploads, and even I would say improved upon the aspect of the daily videos as well.
Yeah, I'd say we've like it's definitely got a different feel to it now than like what it was, but at the core it's still the same thing. It's like, I think there was a little like you'd cover a little bit more like drama. Drama is like not the right word there. We like before it would cover a little bit more of like interactions between streamers almost. Like a lot more like stuff going on with Oda if you go back and look at the titles, and like stuff going on with like Jmod corruption, where like I've tried to gear it a little bit more towards the game and like less personal based, although those ones still do good, and like they do good, those videos. And I mean, there's a reason why they, he did them back then like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we definitely got a slightly different vibe now for sure. I wonder if people notice. I bet you they do. I'd like to know because I look at the top viewed videos every single day. It's actually how I start my process. Is I go and find a news story that I think is good, and then every single day I go to our YouTube page and I sort our YouTube page from like most popular to least popular, and then I just scroll down looking at those thumbnails to see if like I can use a thumbnail that has popped off in the past and like try to coordinate it into the new news. And like when you look at the first ones, it's like okay, the third most viewed Behemoth video ever was the worst mistake Jagex has ever made, and it's like Oda Block saying he's quitting.
Yeah, and it's just so funny how like when Behemoth started it and like the way he was running it and whatnot, like he obviously had to be a little bit more dramatic and clickbaity to get the channel lifted off. But now that you guys aren't really drama centered, I would say it's more of a newscast or a news broadcast.
Yeah, and not that he was all drama. Like that's just like the big videos were drama though. Like they were like if you sort by popular, the biggest one, the most viewed video of all time is Internal Corruption Investigation, the worst weekend of Jagex's life. It was the whole Stella mod Trident Oda block, you know? However, then the second most viewed video ever is Loot from 1 year of Vorkath, 4,000 hours, 100,000 Vorkath kills. So there's a little bit of duality that he was doing back then. But I know like back then the drama videos, dude, people ate them up. And they still do to an extent, but I don't think that we like being associated with drama. You know, we are not drama people. Me and Tasty and Prison Joe, I don't think. I think we like to stay. Prison Joe likes it more than the other guys, for me and Tasty, but
I would say that if you guys cover any drama, it's probably I would call it a quote unquote official drama that has it's actually somewhat meaningful to the community and like what may or may not be going on. Whereas like maybe Behemoth would cover more like personal drama, or he wouldn't mind
a little bit. Yeah. Like there's a lot of like Stella stuff. And for the record, I hate Stella. I cannot stand Stella, dumb bitch. But
I know that about you. I know that you can't fucking stand her.
Yeah. So, I would like to do, you know, if I really wanted to, I could do a couple of videos on her, but or on whatever that channel is. I'm not convinced it's run by her anymore. We can get into that. I don't know, but
no,
at some point.
No, fuck her. I want to keep talking about Behemoth.
We go down that rabbit hole of the Stella rabbit hole. But...
So you acquire Behemoth. You guys set up this team. Obviously, Tasty's the host. You are the curator of the sacred doc, this document that you guys edit every day for the script and the clips that you use. What is the daily process of going through and creating a Behemoth document?
Okay, hold on. Before we talk about the team with Asterix and the Skull, we also have the SaintTits, bro. You part of the team too.
Yeah, I'm the backup guy, you know. I'm just
yeah. But like you're in the Discord, you know.
I look in there all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you're part of the team. Obviously, you're sub in, but yeah, for those listening that don't know, SaintTits is our backup editor because Asterix editing 365 days a year is a very difficult thing to pull off. So he does have to go away every now and then, and Mr. SaintTits does those videos, and
yep, I step in the cage.
Viewers are none the wiser, and that shows you how good SaintTit is.
Bro, I do know my first ever video I ever did for y'all, I went and checked the comments, and like 4 or 5 people could tell. They're like,
yeah,
who edited
do remember
this?
that the first video ever, there was like a couple comments. That's to be expected. Every other video, I don't think I remember seeing anyone ever mentioning it that it was you.
Dude,
am I right?
On the most recent one, I went and looked at the comments, and someone commented, "Keep up the good work, Asterix, thumbs up."
Hell, that's actually so sick. Like that is so incredible. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was incredibly hilarious. I was like, these motherfuckers don't know the difference.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I can walk you through what my process is. Let's see. I kind of wear like a lot of hats. It feels like I just kind of do a lot behind the scenes that nobody sees. I kind of like jokingly in my head, I'm running a Faceless YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. I'm running because my face is not associated with it at all, but like I'm probably putting in around 3 hours a day, 6 days a week. Prison Joe does one of the days. He fills in for me so I can have a little bit of freedom. All right, but let's break it down. So I just literally 2 days ago was switching around the order I do things in, and I don't know if I'm committed to this, so I'm gonna take us back to how I've done it the last 2 years when I explain this. So I wake up and immediately around 4 p.m., 3 p.m. my time. So dang, that docs like lets you know when I wake up. Usually get up. Okay, try to give it 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. is the wake up goal. Then I'm like at my computer at 3 p.m. Like I've showered, got some food, maybe sat outside for a little bit. I try to get like an hour to get to the computer. And this is the most important part of what I do is not necessarily like, I guess there's a lot of important things, but like one of the very rigid things that I do to like my daily timeline that a lot of people probably never thought about is I have to gather the clips at the same exact time every day. And that is very important because you need that 24-hour window to pass. Because you need 24 hours to go by to get clips. Like I can't get clips at 8 p.m. and then expect to wake up at noon and then get clips at noon the next day. There just won't be enough streamed to have enough clips. So it's like really important that I'm gathering the clips at the same time every day. I don't have to watch them. I don't do anything. So I actually use Opera GX and shout them out, dude. This would be like so much of what I do would be impossible without Opera. It runs so cleanly compared to Firefox and Chrome. I can tab up like, I don't know. I think I do. I've never actually counted. In my head, it's somewhere between 100 and 150 tabs. But I go through and I go through all the official Behemoth Twitter DMs and I open all those up. And then I go through maybe a couple in my Discord. I'm really bad about checking Discord in my personal Twitter. If you've ever sent anything to Discord and personal Twitter and I've never responded, sometimes that's just a black hole and I just get too many. And sometimes there's too many clips in those two things. So anyways, I open up the official Behemoth Twitter DMs. I tab all those up. Then I go to our Discord and I open up every clip that has happened in the last 24 hours we have a clip submission channel in the Behemoth Discord. So I go through and I open up all those. And those are really important to get. And I try to like prioritize those clips a lot because these are like the community submissions. These are the faces you're not going to see that much. This is like what really gives the variety to the video. So it's not the same 10 streamers every day.
Right.
So I have a tab up and that's probably about 30 clips worth of stuff right there. And usually about 10 of them make the video. I would say anywhere between 5 to 10. A video I usually shoot for having like 20 to 22 clips. So I'll get 10 clips from there and then I'll go to the Twitch category. I will sort it by the last 24 hours. And then I open up about probably 80 tabs, 80 of the most viewed clips. And I only open up clips of the streamers whose clips we can use. Cause like I have that memorized of like who I can and can't use. And then so at this point, if you're still following along, I have 30 clips sent in through DMs and Discord, and then about 80 clips sent in through, or I've just gathered through Twitch. And then I sit there and I watch them all. And it takes about an hour and a half just to sift through them. And I'm pretty quick with them. And I usually, like I said, 20 to 22 clips. And then at that point, I open up Reddit and I'll peruse Reddit and I'll just scan through it and I'll open up like 10 tabs of things that I think could be interesting, usually shooting for like 4 things that I think are good enough to make the news section. But what I'm really looking for and what I'm constantly looking for all day, whether it's Twitter, Reddit, is I got to get a good title and thumbnail for the next day. And that is the hardest part of what I do. Everything else is so easy. It just takes time. You just kind of get into a system. But like having something that is going to convince 80,000 people to click on my video every 24 hours is the hardest part. And like you got to think outside the box and you want to do good and like you live or die by the title and thumbnail, because at its core our videos are the same every single day. The only thing that is changing is the title and thumbnail and how that relates to the news section. And yeah, that sometimes it like slaps you in the face like, oh, this is a perfect title and thumbnail. And some days I will spend an hour and I will just like, I'll go from Reddit to Twitter to, if I'm down bad, I like go on Google and I type in old school RuneScape and I click the news tab and I'm just like really trying to just like scramble for anything. And I do this thing, man. I'm so excited. I have never talked about this and
that's why I wanted you on, bro.
Yeah, I have never explained all of this to anybody. So what I do, and in my head, I imagine, this is going to sound weird, maybe, but this is how I do it. I imagine that I am on a stage in front of 60,000 people and I want to show them a video and I get 1 second to 2 seconds to explain to this crowd why they should watch my video. And that's kind of what I ask myself every day when I'm figuring out the title and thumbnail. It's like, how am I going to convince a stadium full of people that today they need to watch my video? Because that's what it is. Like, that's our daily audience. Ranges anywhere between, on the low end, like 40,000, and recently, due to all the WoW stuff, like we've been getting like 80,000 a video. So like I have to convince an NFL football size stadium to click on my video every day. And that's just kind of how I picture it. And I think, you know, I think that helps. And I like it. It puts into reality like what we're doing.
Yeah, and not to go sidetrack here, but like for the comments that be like, oh, this is just clickbait. Behemoth's gone downhill. It's fake news and whatnot. I think those people truly don't understand like where you're coming from as someone who is designing these videos to be put out every day. Honestly, we love bad BE commentators, but I just want to say most of y'all are retarded. And
bro, there's I will say it's gotten so much better. It has, like, ever since this WoW influx, we've gotten a lot. The commenters are doing a lot better than what it was like 2 years ago. It was like you didn't even want to go down there. And I try not to read the comments. I do skim through them every day. Just, I don't know, just to catch a vibe. I always like the commenters that I don't like are always the one that are like singling out the streamer, like, oh, why do you put this guy's clips in here? He's so annoying. It's like, bro, what are you doing, man? Like, he's live on Twitch. Go do something with your life. I don't know. He's enjoying his time. He happy he got a drop. It's just the complainers about specific individuals, because I never want someone to like be in Behemoth. And I know, because I was a streamer, and well, I still stream, but like I have been on Behemoth, and I know if my clips in the video, I would then go read the comments, you know, and it's always sad when like someone's being an asshole to you, and like I just don't want that to be happening to other people, because I've been there.
Not even that someone's being an asshole to you, that you see it has 20 upvotes too for the comment, and you're like, what the fuck, man?
Bro, yeah. And then to the clickbait thing, it's like, yeah, I don't want to clickbait, but why does it work then? You know, like, I'm sorry that it's good. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that it works on most people, and I really don't think we've egregiously clickbaited in the 2 years more than 10 times. There's probably been like 10 where I was like, fuck. And I want the listeners to know, if there's ever a clickbait, I don't want to put it out there. I probably spent an hour trying to figure out a title and thumbnail for that day, and I just like, I'm grasping at straws. Like there's nothing for me to do, and I'm trying to get something out there that I think people will click on.
It's not easy. It's definitely not an easy task. Doing something every day is one thing, but then like you said, like from your perspective, you're having to sell 80,000 people that, hey, click on this video again. I know you've clicked on our videos maybe, you know, on and off the past like 20 days, but click on this again. You need to watch this.
Dude, it's click on this again, and my video is 90% the same as the one from yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, please watch my video all the way through, even though it's almost the same exact thing as yesterday. Oh, so yeah, that's anyway. So, okay. Now I'm in my process. I've watched all the clips. I've gotten about 20 to 22. I have put together a news section, and I have figured out a title and thumbnail. Then I send over my thumbnail concept to the Scold each day. And how that looks is like, I will say, hey, we're talking about this today, so that he knows like the context. I will usually provide a link so he can also be aware. And then I will usually link a couple other thumbnails I want to work off of. Usually ours in the past, sometimes other YouTubers. But 99% of the time it's some thumbnail that we've cooked up that we're just reworking. And then he will take that. He gets that done within the next 3 hours. And this is actually for the next day. So I think that's important to notice. So I'm waking up at 3 p.m. doing all this, or I'm working at 4 p.m. And this is for the video that's going to come out at like 7 p.m. my time the next day. So I am always working a day ahead, just so, because then I send it to Tasty. Tasty records it sometime that evening. Asterix wakes up the next day, edits throughout the day, and then the second he's done editing it, it goes, he uploads it. I skim it over, add the title, the thumbnail, and then the ads, and then launch it. And then boom, that's a Behemoth video done.
So another thing I wanted to ask is, you don't watch the full video before uploading, do you? You skim through it?
Like in the beginning, I did, just cause I don't know, I felt like I had to, you know, like
Yeah.
I need to do this. But what was happening is there's just so much that goes on in people's lives, and there's kind of like this range in which the video is done anywhere between like 4 p.m. and like 7:30 p.m. my time. And that's also like when I was going live. So a lot of the time I was like waiting to then get the video to watch it, then to go live. And that just was not good for a good stream. Like I like to be semi-consistent.
Yeah.
And just waiting for that to then go live was just kind of annoying. So no, I trust Asterix. He's the fucking man. We could not do any of this without him. He's incredible at what he does. I'm so happy he's part of the team. And so he'll usually ping me, and most of the time I'm live and I'm looking for this ping, which is really difficult because if you have OBS open and you're live, it mutes all Discord notifications.
Yep.
So it's this thing that when I know the video is coming out, I'm kind of like checking my Discord if that ping is there like every 15 minutes. So that's why if a video's ever come out like giga late, there's a decent chance where I was just in some stuff on stream and completely spaced, which has happened, you know? Luckily, usually people like come in, they're like, hey, where's the Behe video? And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I completely forgot. And then I'll go and take care of that. And anyway, so like I said, I throw on the title, the thumbnail. I always tell my stream like, hey, give me 30 seconds. I'm pretty quick with it now. Because I'll have the thumbnail and the title on my desktop right next to like where it's really easy for me to grab and put it on the video before I go live. So like I'm not thinking about anything now. Like I have the title set, I'm gonna copy and paste. I have the thumbnail. I put the thumbnail in the same spot on my desktop every day, so I know where to grab from. So I'm not like looking for the file. So it's just like grab, copy, paste. Make sure there's ads. Check the description. Yeah, and then I post it, and then usually, as funny as this is, I check the comments and make sure there's nothing wrong. I don't watch it until the next day when I'm in the shower. So, yeah, luckily there's literally never been a problem with me not watching it until the next day. There's never been an issue, not once.
Yeah, I just from an editor standpoint, whenever I would submit my Behe videos that I've edited, I was always worried, like, well, I wonder if it's too loud at this section. Oh, fuck, did I do this right? Like the fucking, the gerbil on the wheel fucking spins the back of my head that I fucked up somewhere. But no, anytime I've ever done Behe, I think I've done 6 Behe videos now. I've never had a problem. No one's ever said anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's clutch. It's yeah, how is that for you? I want to hear your side.
I just try to copy Asterix as much as I can. I just try to.
Okay, so
essentially.
So you get the clips, right? So you understand the doc. You've seen the doc.
Yeah.
This mystical, magical thing we talk about. You get the doc. It has all the clips in the news, and then you get the who have you edited for? You've edited for Behemoth as a host, right?
I've edited for everyone as a host besides you and Asterix.
Okay, yeah. Usually, I don't know. People always ask me why I don't host, and it's just like I don't want to have, like, I want to have as little host as possible because I think the videos will perform the best if we don't have it. And we have Prison Joe, who covers for Tasty, and the people love Asterix. They love him so much, so it's just like Asterix is usually the third sub in. If you've ever seen a Behemoth, which I think there's been like 3, that is me hosting. That's because like, bro, there was nobody that day. It was like, all right, if I don't host it today, it's not getting uploaded. So, and it's usually like last minute. It's like I remember this first or second time I did it, something happened, like Tasty got sick and Prison Joe lost power and I don't remember. And there was some message at like 2:30 a.m. in the Discord. Dude, I'm fried, dude. I have just smoked weed for 2 hours, dude. And I get this message, it's like, dude, someone's got to host tonight.
Oh, no.
We don't got to host. And I hosted an episode so fried, dude. Or else there wouldn't have been an episode. And every freaking comment, dude, was like, dude, how fried is Tpapa? I'm like, dude, I didn't want to. I didn't think think I was going to. I wouldn't have done this, but it had to be done, you know?
Those are kind of special though. Like you don't get those are very few and far in between. You get a fucking high as balls Tpapa hosting Behemoth.
Bro, it's just so funny. Yeah. I and like, you know, people are so mad. It's like, you guys don't understand what it was like behind the scenes to get this one out today, okay? Like I didn't wake up thinking I was doing Behemoth. Are you kidding me?
They never do, bro. No one understands the logistics of like actually running a YouTube channel. Like if you've been on the internet and like you enjoy watching streams or watching YouTube channels, there's always been that thought in the back of your mind, well, maybe I could do this. But not everyone has actually done it, and to the point where like you're getting thousands and thousands of returning viewers every day that have like an expectation for the video. Like the logistics behind all this is absolutely fucking crazy, because I remember back in the Dizzy, I want to say like 2007 to like 2014, like when a lot of YouTubers were doing it solo, and like they would get the come up at solo, and then like they would have a couple million subscribers and they would maybe have an editor on the side sometimes, but a lot of people would do their own videos. And that thought to me is just fucking insane. And then you look at what you guys have a whole operation of people that keep the channel alive.
Yeah, and big shout out to Behemoth, the man himself. I don't want to get this number wrong. It's either 1 year or like 900 episodes, which is, I understand, a big difference, but I think I swear, dude, the first 900 episodes, he did title, thumbnail, editing, and hosting. He was a one-man army. And then he got an editor, and he was still doing he still made the thumbnails himself, and then he slowly got a thumbnail guy. And yeah, well, I mean, he struck gold, right? He figured out that there was this market for it. But I mean, the man had a job. I know his job. He's got a normal ass job, and he had a wife and kids, and he was a solo show for a long time. And it was incredible what he did. I still don't know how he did it. In the beginning, he didn't really host. It was more like just clips put together, and then YouTube kind of cracked down on that. So he had to start hosting. So I guess he kind of got like eased into it. But yeah, I owe a lot to him too. Like he was so just instructive. Like obviously we have our different styles, but like in the beginning I was a lost puppy, not like just handed the keys to figuring out how to run a YouTube channel like this. I did not know what I was getting myself into when I started this, not even to the slightest. Like not even, I couldn't even, yeah, I had no idea what this was. And he was a great mentor in the beginning for a while.
Yeah, it's just really, you didn't have any idea?
I didn't understand like the time it was going to require. It has just essentially made me it has caused the sidelining of my own YouTube channel, just because like this is 3 hours a day on top of a stream, which is 6 hours a day. So we're at 9 hours. I play an Iron Man, so I usually got to go get supplies for my next stream because I'm always low on supplies. So that's like another 1 to 2 hours. So there we go. There's 11 hours of my day just gone right there, you know? And like, I don't know. I didn't conceptualize that. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier than it was, but I love it. It's the best. I don't know. I call it my job. Cause it's my fucking job, you know. It really is.
I would call it a job.
It's completely. It is like streaming has become like, for a while, like streaming was my job, you know. Yeah. And then we took this over, and this is my job. It's what I do every day, and I think that's like a big part that I didn't realize was going to be the hardest part, but the hardest part like mentally and just, I don't know, it's just like the everyday. Like it is, luckily I am lucky and I get 6 days a week, as opposed to Asterix and Scold, bro. They are 7 days a week. They do not get a day off. They don't have no rotation. Like I said, Asterix has not edited for us 6 times in the last 2 years, which you edited.
Yep.
So that shows you how much, but also it's his job. He's getting paid good, you know?
That daily consistent money, man, is good. That's
what I'm saying. So like he's got some job security. Same thing with the Scold, you know, like that's a guaranteed thumbnail he's making every day.
And I'm sure we all feel it. I don't think we've never like talked about it. Me and Tasty have a little bit, but like, yeah, the daily aspect of it just kind of gets grueling sometimes. Yeah, it's that part's really hard.
I agree.
Sometimes you get a little burnt.
Yeah, well, for me, like sometimes when I'm handed a project with Seth, and just recently, I had a turnaround for Top Tuesday of 4 days. Essentially,
That's insane.
I had 4 days to essentially work on it, and I did. I put in like 25 hours in those 4 days, and man, on that fourth day, I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do a fucking thing, but like I gotta finish up the video. I gotta do the pans, zooms, edits, music. I gotta make it a little bit more sleeker. I gotta fine tune it. I gotta really decide. People that haven't opened up Premiere Pro, they don't understand or whatever you edit in. You know, like they don't. Dude.
It takes so much time. It's difficult. It's very difficult to edit. It's
it
a
really
talent
is.
too.
Well, thankfully, Top Tuesday, like once you've done something enough, at least like you said, the daily grind does become grueling. But once like you're familiar with it and you know what to do, I would say it's a less anxiety riddled. There's a lot less surprises that happen along the way that you're doing it, and if there are surprises, you're more well prepared to handle them. And it just becomes routine. It just like you just have to make it a part of a stable routine, and it's not bad for you. It's good for you. I mean, what I just want to say, like part of the reason why I wanted to have you on here is I wanted to glaze you a little bit and saying in terms of like growth as like a person, a content creator, in terms of like taking themselves more serious. I want to say you have been the best in that overall. You've really outdone yourself, Tpapa. You've really hunkered down, and you really have turned the machine that is Behemoth into a well-oiled machine. You know?
Thank you. That's what I like. You know, I also, you know, not to glaze me, but like I see that I think I'm doing a good job, you know, but my face is not associated with it at all, which is like, you know, a very interesting thing because it's all Tasty's face. It's all Prison Joe's face. But I put in a lot of damn work, you know, but it's nice. It's fun. It's cool to be Behemoth. It's like we kind of joke around that I'm Behemoth, you know, because I'm the one putting the news, you know. Mm-hmm. Tasty's the one saying it. And so it's nice that it goes through. It's honestly so nice that it goes through his mouthpiece because he's so good with speaking. Than if it was to go through my mouthpiece. But yeah, like it's what every day is the clips that I thought were cool, and it's the news that I thought was interesting. And if there's any like, hey man, Jagex should add this to the game part, it's like, yo, I really want that in the game, bro. Like, let's try to get this in here, which is really fun. Like there's been a couple of times where we've talked about some things that have made it into the game, and it just like it makes it really cool. I like that. Not that like I take full credit, but like, hey man, we brought attention to this and now it's fixed.
Yeah, and it just shows how powerful Behemoth really is, like as an entity. Because when I think back in the day, who was running community channels, the most two popular that come to mind are Chris Archie and SparkMax community channels. And Chris Archie eventually got so well connected with Jagex that he worked for the motherfuckers.
He still does.
And still does. Archie. Yeah. I thought, didn't he leave for a little bit? Did he come back?
I don't know if he's on the most recent blog, but to my understanding, I thought he worked there. I could be wrong.
I thought he left.
You could be right.
He might have come back. I have no idea. But yeah, it just goes to show you that like the connections that you get, the reach that you guys have.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was at a Crusader, who's like our talent agency, I guess you'd call it. They're like our YouTube channel agency and agency for a lot of YouTubers in the RuneScape area.
They get you sponsors. They host events.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they line up all of our in-video sponsors for us. And I was at their party and I was talking to Ayiza and I'm like, bro, you have no idea how much I am in tune with this community. Like I watch almost every single clip every single day, and I scroll and read almost every single Reddit post every single day. I follow everyone on Twitter that does anything RuneScape related because they might have something that's interesting that I can use in a title and thumbnail. Like, I am locked in to this community. And I was explaining everything to him. He's like, yeah, dude, this is like perfect. You want a job? You want to come be a community manager? And I was like, no, thank you. But yeah, definitely. Like, I could see the pipeline from this to working for Jagex. It's very, I see why Mod Archie did it. Cause it's just like, you're just so in tune with everything. Like, I could give them so much value, but I don't want to live in the UK, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I feel like you could be able just to do it over here if they really wanted you, but then that would kind of, dude, if you worked for Jagex, you'd have to go over there. You'd have to.
I'd want to be in the, you know, I'd want to be, you know, Mod Slice. I'd like to be over there.
Dude, Mod Slice, that would be insane.
Like, you know, like that'd be a crazy segue. Like, I get why you'd want to do it, just because I've been playing the same game since I was in the 5th grade, dude. You know, like, this game is my life. Like, what other, like, there's no other company that I'd really like. Obviously, I don't think they pay that great, and like, I don't know. They always get talk shit. Like, I don't actually know. The J-Mods always seem happy, but man, I could work there. You know, I could, like, one day. That'd be fun. Why not? It's been my life.
Dude, it's just we just live in such a wild time that like this is our reality of like dealing with, like, we're in the intertwinings of like the Twitch community, the YouTube community, and then like on top of that, like, we also have connections to Jagex personally. It's just insane, dude. It's just so surreal. I'll never forget showing up to San Diego TwitchCon. I think it was 2019. Or was it 2020? It was one of the, I can't remember which TwitchCon it was, but then me getting there and then like seeing Tasty and Seth bringing me in.
Oh no, that would have been 2021.
2021. Okay.
I didn't start streaming until that would have been 2021. I think. Yeah,
I think it was 2021. But then like and then like seeing Bodie coming up to me and shaking my hand, and like I pissed my pants. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude, this is insane. And then to like where we are now.
It is fun. Yeah, it is. It's weird, you know? It's weird just kind of like meeting these people that you kind of grew up watching, but they're just people and you just kind of do the same thing. He just does it. He just streams to more people. I think, you know, Bodie's a good friend. And I mean, everyone's so chill and everyone is so
just nice, awesome
in the community. Yeah, it's cool, but it's also like definitely have complete imposter syndrome, you know, like anytime I'm around anybody still, like, it does not, I don't know if I'll ever get over that. I'll never feel, I mean, you glazed me up a lot today, maybe I will. But you know, it's like, damn, I run Behemoth, we get, you know, 20 million views a year, or actually a lot more now since all this WoW stuff. But it's like no one knows, you know, nobody. It's like that one meme, you know, with the guy in the corner of the party.
They don't know I run Behemoth.
They don't know I run Behemoth, bro.
Well, in terms of like your imposter syndrome, like when we go out and we meet and we hang out with people and we network, we go out and we network. I definitely felt that a little bit, but by the time Las Vegas TwitchCon rolled around, we threw that huge party, bro. I felt like it kind of washed away a little bit, like seeing, dude, like what we did, like it's no longer imposter syndrome, bro. These are all peers. We made a guest list. We sent out invites to people that wanted to come. They came. The people that didn't want to come, they were like, no thanks. Thanks for the invite. But dude, we had the 1% of all of like RuneScape content creation in a single point, for fucking sure. Including J-Mods.
Oh, at that, yeah.
Including J-Mods.
At that one, you're talking about the Vegas party, when we had everybody there?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was, seeing, like, and the thing, it was really cool for me because I was quote-unquote security. I just, like, checked everyone in and let everybody in, so I got to see everybody that fucking came. And bro, just star after star after star.
What were you doing taking shrooms that night? You are insane. I think about that all the time. I want you to know. So often, whenever I think, I don't know, low-key, whenever I think about shrooms, or whenever I take shrooms, I always think back. I'm like, that motherfucker SaintTits pops shrooms and then welcomed everybody into the house with the guest list, dude.
Was a vibe.
That's incredible. Like, I don't even know what to say. That's wild. That is wild. It's wild that it all went good too. Like, GZ, bro, you pulled it off. I would have had a panic attack probably.
No, I didn't take a whole lot. For like the first half of me being out there, I was probably on like 0.4 grams.
Oh, okay.
So that's not even. You're not even.
Nothing,
you're not even.
I might not even feel.
There's like you're not even getting tracers. Like that's just a mild body high, and then once the night moved on, I didn't know this, but I took another one from Scotty. Shout out Scotty Freeballer. I don't even know if he wants me to say that, to be honest, but shout out Scotty. He gave me another one, which is another 0.4 grams. So that was 0.8 grams, and I go out and I finish up, inviting everyone in. Zoe Pancakes came out and she gave me a bump of the most excellent Coke I've ever done. And I was on top of the fucking world, bro. And
Jesus Christ.
I forgot that I had taken 2 capsules, and I run into Scotty again a couple hours later at the party. Keep in mind that every time you up your dose on shrooms, if you haven't peaked yet, you delay your peak. So I've not even peaked yet. And I take another 0.4, so now I'm over the gram threshold. I'm 1.2 grams in now. The moment you go over the gram threshold, you instantly get visuals. Even if it's like tracers or just like geometric patterns or like slight melting, you're gonna get some type of visual effect. And bro, I was on coke, shrooms, alcohol, hitting weed pens, bro. And I'm hanging out.
You were wild.
I'm hanging out with Juicy in the fucking throne room, that fucking queen's room, wherever the fuck it was. I look at Juicy's shirt and it's moving and waving at me, and I went, oh no. Oh, dude, so no. And instantly got motion sickness. Go outside to the side of the house, puke my brains out. Every time I'm puking, closing my eyes, I see the universe.
Every time I throw up, I think about you throwing up on shrooms. It's like I can't get it out of my head. Every single time I throw up, I think about you. And it is the weirdest thing that is associated with it, because I knew you threw up on shrooms, and I can't even begin to imagine what that is like.
It's every time you close your eyes, bro, you just jump right back into it, and then you open it and you're in reality, and you just puke on your shoes and on the side of the wall. And you,
oh my god,
dude, it was
That's
funny.
A nightmare.
It was funny because when I got done though, the trip was like, dude, I really felt like I got blasted to another dimension, because as soon as I vomited everything, I was fine. I wasn't really even tripping anymore. I didn't have a single visual after I got done puking. It was the weirdest. It felt like it turned my trip off. That's how.
Okay.
It was, which has never happened to me before. And I don't know if that was just a mixture of the other narcotics I was on, but as soon as I got done puking, there was no more tripping. It was wild. It's pretty interesting. I felt like I was reborn.
That's nice. That's actually probably exactly what you wanted.
That is exactly what
I would want.
I wanted off the wild ride, and I guess that's
every single time I have taken shrooms, there has been a moment where I was like, okay, I want this to end right now, but then it's like, well, it's not gonna end, so I guess we got another 6 hours to go. Well, you know, like
you crazy bastard.
I feel like every time there's one moment where everyone's like, can we turn this off for a minute? I need to breathe.
Well, you were accidentally hero dosing yourself, so I mean,
bro, I know. How funny is that, dude? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fucking. I don't know if that's funny, bro. You could have fried your cerebral cortex, bro. You could.
Really glad I didn't, you know? Like, yeah, that was always, you know, kids at home, if you're listening, if you ever, you know, do psilocybin, make sure you're measuring out your shrooms with a medical grade scale and not one that you picked up at Walmart that's also dishwasher safe, because it's not going to be that accurate. And you're going to find that out the hard way.
Also, maybe not do a lot your first time. Just, you know.
Really? I kind of liked it a lot the first time. My first one was great, but also it was like 6 grams, and I really did like it. Don't mix. This is what I had to give some advice.
You're retarded.
Do not mix shrooms and weed your first time. The first time I mixed them was the time I had the bad time.
Absolutely not.
Like that time that I had the bad time that I talked about in that one podcast, that one time, that was the first time I mixed. And do not mix. You don't mix those.
Yeah, they're very different, because like, if you even get a little bit of anxiety or paranoia on your shroom trip, which
it's gone,
which marijuana will do,
you
will
bad.
have a very bad time. You're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, it's a quick spiral. And I don't know if you know this, or I think I told everybody, but when I had that bad trip, I was so like, it was so important to me to like conquer that, because I was just kind of almost like living in fear for like 2 or 3 days. Like I couldn't get over it. So like 2 or 3 days later, I did a massive thing of shrooms again, and I smoked a bunch of weed again to prove to myself that I am not scared and that it's just in my head and I'm fine. And I don't know. Everyone was telling me not to do this, and I didn't tell anyone I was going to do this, but I knew like deep down I needed to smoke weed and do shrooms again to like get out of whatever weird funk I was in. And I did do it. And it made it so much better for me. Like I could get over my bad trip that I had. That was just like looming over my life for like 2 or 3 days. Really, it was fucking me up, but I did do it and I did conquer it. And yeah, I don't know.
I'm about to
get that out there.
send you a link on Discord real quick. Have you heard of this guy? His name is Paul. How the fuck do I pronounce his last name? Paul.
That's Foe's name.
Paul Stamets. Have you heard of this guy?
Oh yeah, I know this guy. This is the guy that came on Joe Rogan that was like, hey, I can't talk about this, they'll kill me. I also think that this is the guy that looks just like Mason, the streamer.
Yes.
I have sent this guy to Mason and be like, bro, this looks just like you. And it really does.
He has, and by the way,
yeah, this is Mushroom Man.
Yeah, well, he was talking about portobello mushrooms that he can't discuss any further, by the way. He can't, it wasn't magic,
Yeah.
it was portobello, fucking portobello. So
How weird is that?
very weird. But to move on, he talks about how he had a hero dose that he doesn't even know. He thinks it was upwards to 10 grams of mushrooms. And he goes on this walk, and he just has a bag of mushrooms, and he finds himself halfway along this walk that all the mushrooms are eaten, and he's like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna go find a spot now to chill. And he sees that storms are approaching, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna climb this tree. So he starts climbing this tree, and the storm moves in faster than he can like anticipate. But he talks about how like seeing the lightning in the distant had like these geometrical fractal patterns when it would hit. It just sounds so cool, right? Imagine like watching lightning hit when you're tripping like 10 grams deep, bro, on top of a tree. Like just like
Oh yeah, no thank you. I don't want to imagine that.
well, according to him, it was good, but the storm moves in really quick. It's storming real hard and raining, and while he's up there, he's just like hugging onto this tree for dear life, tripping balls, and he's like, well, while I'm up here, what's something I can fix on? Or what's something I can improve on? He's like, well, I'd like to get rid of this fucking stutter that I have. And so the entire time it's storming and he's up there, he's just sitting there talking to himself, being like, don't stutter again. Don't stutter again. Don't stutter again. Who knows how long he did that for. And when the storm recedes and he calms down a little bit, he walks down and he goes down to back to the road and he sees a girl that he likes. And, you know, I don't know if you know about stutterers, but when they're nervous or they feel embarrassed, their stuttering gets worse. And
I used to have a really bad stutter, like all of elementary school.
yeah. And she sees him and she's like, hi, Paul, how are you? And he looks her dead in the eyes and he says, I'm doing great. How are you? And he didn't stutter. And he
Oh, wow.
he claims that trip thanks to stuttering.
I know a lot of people also, yeah, I there's a lot of stories like that. I've heard that like with cigarettes too, like people quit cigarettes. I've never had like this thing when I'm on shrooms where like, oh, I want to fix this, and then like I fixed it. I don't know. I'm pretty good.
There
with me
are
right
studies
now.
that kind of like validate these claims that like your brain on shrooms, your neuronic pathways, like new neuronic pathways open up after having a psilocybin trip experience. I don't know how fucking, I'm not a fucking neuroscientist. I'm not a brain scientist. I didn't do the studies. I just looked at the fucking paper. And so who fucking knows? But it's really interesting that a lot of people use mushrooms, use DMT, use these psychedelic substance as like a therapy, as like as a rehab.
Have you done DMT?
No, God, no, I've not.
Yeah, same. I'm terrified. I would not want to do that one.
I used to want to, like when Joe Rogan was on like a 3-year kick where all he fucking talked about was like doing DMT, and so at some point I was like, I really want to, but then I saw a video of this guy playing Counter-Strike, and he hits like a DMT cart while he's playing Counter-Strike, and the noises he made really put me off. To here, we need to
Oh my
need
God.
to react to this. I need to find this video real quick.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike DMT card.
Yeah, I just don't want to accidentally like live an entire life. I don't know, like I don't want to fuck with time that much, you know? Like I know that can happen. I don't want to see the elves. Like I'm good. Like I've done yeah, there's a bunch of I haven't done actually that many drugs, but
Let me know when you're watching this.
I'm good with the ones. Oh, okay, you got to pull that.
Yeah, I
Hold
gotta
on.
pull it. We gotta react to this. This shit is fucking hilarious, bro.
And make sure the volume's on. All right, I'm good.
In my DMT cart right now.
Oh, I've seen this.
For the audience watching, there's this guy playing Counter-Strike, and he just took a massive puff of the DMT, and he's gonna take another one.
I'm gonna take one too, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, nigga.
Dude.
During a Counter-Strike game is hilarious, bro. You don't get this for Valorant.
Oh, fuck, I'm breaking through.
I'm breaking through, bro.
Yeah, I seen that before a long time ago, but I swear I watched like a 10-second version of that. I didn't know it was 1:17 long.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
wild.
that clip is even longer on the YouTube version. I'm pretty sure that's like a 2-minute clip of him just fucking making those noises.
Yeah, so prime example of why I don't want to do DMT right there. That one, that's that guy sounds retarded. Like that is full on retard, and I don't want to be that retarded.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. I've always like, if I ever did DMT, I would probably just do the ayahuasca. Is what I don't want to fucking smoke this fucking fairy crystal dust grown in some hippie's basement in a fucking cart. I don't want to do that shit. I wanna go down to the Amazon and let big ass mosquitoes bite me while this.
I'll have to be facing some demons in life to want to go do that. You know, like, there's got to be some. I don't know. I don't really need. Like when I wanted to do shrooms, not that I was facing demons, but like I just grew up so Mormon, you know, and just like so sheltered, where I just like I need to experience this. Like I want to know what this is. Am I gonna live my whole life like mostly not drinking? I still don't really drink unless it's like, you know, a nice wine pairing at a restaurant or something, some cocktails. Smoke a lot of weed, but that's just so I can fucking chill out because I'm never chill. And yeah, I just want to do shrooms, and I think I'm good. I think I'm good with those. Like, I don't know. I watched some documentaries on ayahuasca, and it's like everyone that's doing that is like they're going through some shit. You know, they're fighting some demons, and at this point in my life, I'm okay. I'm okay. I do not need to fight any demons.
Michael from Vsauce did like a YouTube. You remember when YouTube was like doing their own TV shows for a little bit?
Oh yeah.
He did his first episode, and it was a free episode. Was him going down to South America and the Amazon and doing DMT and like documenting it and having like a brain scanner on while he did it too, while he's out there in the jungle. And it was so fucking interesting to hear like a person who's not looking for like a religious experience, not like going to fix themselves or anything, but just purely like scientifical and curiosity to see what it's like and to try to relay.
It's very interesting. I'll have to check that out. I'd like to know that because I feel like I have not seen any, like, whenever I watch anything on ayahuasca, it's always like this healing thing. But I'd like to know just like, you know, what is it like if I just want to try it, just to know what it is? You know, like, do I have to?
Not to
what'd he say?
spoil anything.
No, spoil it. I'll probably watch it anyways.
He basically just talks about how like when you think of something, right, it's you thinking of it, right? Usually things don't just pop into your head. You usually have to hear something, see something, or think about something, right? Before like there's a thought that happens in your head.
Okay.
He took ayahuasca and he went off to like, he talked about how he was like kind of outside of his body in this plane of existence, and like things would just happen to him without him having to even think of it. Like he talked about how he saw a pink elephant and it was the most photorealistic elephant he had ever seen in his entire life. And he's like, why is that there? I didn't think of that. Why is this showing this to me right now? And then like all of a sudden, like a big old fucking, you know how like in the Matrix, like when the gun racks would pull in? Have you ever seen that scene when he's like in this white?
Yeah.
He talks about how like that scene happened, but with trees, and he was in a forest all of a sudden and whatnot. It's just like there's no voluntary system in there. Everything is involuntary. Everything just kind of happens. And he said that was like the most wild part to him.
Huh. Okay, I'll have to give it a watch and see.
No,
now I'm interested.
It was definitely I think it's only like 30 minutes. It was definitely an interesting watch. But to go back to, I think that's enough fucking degenerate psychedelic talk for the episode. It's still base. It's still base, baby. It's still base.
Yeah.
But going back to Behemoth, in terms of host, there's been this idea floated around on having a guest episode to host the Behemoth episode. I want you to give me your top 5. If you had to pick 5 Behe guest hosts that would host the episode, and they're gonna say yes, who would they be?
Ooh, that's a great question. And I think I would. Okay, can I give you 2 separate answers?
Sure, that's fine.
I'm gonna give you 2 separate lists of 5 because I think about it like who I would want, and then also like who I think the audience would want, you know, because I work for the audience, you know. I love my viewers. So I think definitely just like they would love Settled, Bodhi, Oda Block. Those are the first 3 that come to mind.
Mm-hmm. Soup. I would say Soup is in that category too. If Soup hosted.
Yeah, I think that's probably. I think I go. Okay, Soup might be my 5. I think I go Jimmy, Oda Block. I don't know if Soup makes the cut, dude. Am I an asshole? Okay, this is my 5. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Soup doesn't make the cut. I hope Soup doesn't hate me. Jimmy, Oda Block, Settled, Bodhi, it's Will.
Okay. All right.
I think Oda Block, fucking Behe viewers love him. Bodhi, I mean, that's the king. Settled, that's the prince. Then it's Will. He's like the recluse, you know, does not do much in terms of, I don't know, I would never expect him to do anything along the lines of that, hosting a Behemoth episode. So like that'd be a shocker, and the viewers love him to death. And then Jimmy's fucking funny as hell, and I love all of his content. So I think those. Now, not picking from, you know, massive, I think off the top of my head, I think Beggar Official would be a banger host.
Beggar
I think that would be
cool.
awesome.
Beggar would be cool. You do a giveaway on that episode too. That'd be sick.
Oh my, that's what I see. What I'm saying, like boom, like already, like Beggar would be a great host. I think Doobie Dobies would be awesome. He's so funny. That dude is hysterical.
Dude, Chris Archie or Ahmad come on for an episode.
Ooh.
State ran propaganda. You really get the.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, sorry, no J-Mod, dude. You gotta separate church and state, dude. No way. You can't have that crossover, because then, you know, then we're gonna be. Yeah, nope. Sorry, no J-Mod. Sorry, J-Mods. You have to quit, and then you can come host. All right. So where I'm at, I said Beggar, and I said who else? Who did I just name?
Doobie Dobbies.
Oh, okay. Beggar, Doobie Dobbies.
What about Ditter Bitter?
Oh, no, sorry.
Skatizo?
I don't like him. I like him. No Skatizo, no Ditter
King
Bitter.
Condor. Gross score.
That would be funny. Gross score. Absolutely not. I think honestly, like maybe to make amends, you know, like I don't hate Gross score. I really don't. He's just, you know, he's kind of retarded.
Dude,
I don't have any ill will against him.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he never started. Yeah, he was just trying to clout. It was so weird. I've never been clout chased before, dude. He's clearly just clout chasing the Behemoth channel. I'm like, bro, chill out, man. Like, I'm just chilling over here. So Doobie Dobbies, Beggar. No J-Mods.
What about a WoW
No
streamer?
Skatizo, no Ditterbird.
What about
Ooh,
a
WoW streamer? Oh man, it'd be hard. I'd either want Sardako or Showbeck.
dude?
Love those two guys.
Dude,
Love both their
Showbeck,
content.
Showbeck is so fucking cool, bro. It's unreal.
I love him. I love him. He's
love
definitely
him.
my favorite one. I vibe with him a lot. I think I love his energy. I love his streams. Yeah. And then Sardako is, I watch these guys clips all the time. So like I have this, I feel like I watch their streams because I watch all their clips every day. And they're some of the most viewed RuneScape streamers right now, even though they're WoW streamers. And anyway, so Sardako is really good with words. I think he'd be a great host. Yeah, I like that. Sardako, Showbeck, Beggar, Doobie, and I gotta pick one more. I think Moist Critical. But he kind of goes along with the other 5. But like, yeah, that'd be a good one. You imagine he's a RuneScape player. That'd be great. That'd be so awesome.
That would be
Oh my
sick.
God. You imagine. And he's like not too into it too. So like, it'd be like really like, hey, this clip's going on. Don't really know what's going on in it. I actually don't know his RuneScape knowledge, but it'd be something like that.
Just in terms of like crazy factor, I didn't even think of Moist Critical, but that would be insane.
Yeah. Moist Critical. I like that one. He might have to go on the other list of the big fellas, but yeah, get him on there. There's my top 10 then.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. Fucking hell. And we kind of threw out some of the ones that we wouldn't want on. Is there any more that you definitely don't want on, just in case they hear this and they know? Little drama farming.
No. Oh gosh, man. Don't want a drama farm. Fuck Stella. That's all I'll say. I don't really have any beef with anybody. I don't dislike anybody. I like everybody in the community besides Stella. That's the only one that I don't like.
Dude, it's so funny, man. Like, I just remember back in the day, it felt like there was something going on Twitter with someone like beefing with one or another, like all the time. Like it was constantly happening.
Yeah, there's just King Condor is always fighting with people, but I think that's just his shtick.
Yeah, I don't really count that. Like that's just he's just got to hustle, bro. He's just trying.
Yeah, I think that's his thing, and that's the thing. I love King Condor, and like I like his videos, but he's always subtweeting about Behemoth, bro. He's always like all these fucking clip channels, I'm like, it's like fucking tag me next time, bitch. Let's go. And I'm actually just kidding. If he somehow hears this, do not tag me. I do not want a drama farm. I think he does that. This is my theory. It's because he's the only drama channel. I always think he kind of like subtweets about us when whenever we do like a drama video or something. I don't know. I think he wants the market on the drama.
No, absolutely. Well, we had King Condor
and he when we do the what did he say anything?
yeah, he talked a lot. He said if he ever starts shit with someone, that's just because like that's just what he personally believes is the right take, and he's pretty stand
People
up
take
as
what
guy.
he says so personally, bro.
Yeah.
He's clearly
he blatantly said that there has never been like a point he wanted to get across that was like personal or intended to harm anyone. That's just what he thinks. And you just have to respect that. And at the end of the day, that other people are just gonna think differently.
Mad respect. I actually like fuck with it a lot. I don't know why like people get all their pennies in a bunch about King Condor always mad at this or some of that. I'm like, you guys are doing exactly what he wants you to do, you freaking idiots. Like, I do not see what's going on. Like your reactions is what he's trying to get out of you, and he's doing it perfectly.
Yeah, it's just we live at a day and age where any reaction is a good interaction because there's a chance you saw an ad. So that's really all that fucking matters.
No, I mean, unfortunately, that is the truth. So yeah, and it's a job. So fucking get them impressions, you know?
Yeah, even though at the end of the day, I do you know what I miss on YouTube? I miss the 4 to 5 star rating system, and that's what I miss. I really miss.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, YouTube didn't have a like or a dislike back in the day. It was you would either give the video a star or 1 through 5.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what the rating system used to be, and then it had the favorite tab, so you could favorite, and it would be in yours, and that obviously counted towards the algorithm back then too. But like, I hate that you can only see the likes on the video now, and they got rid of the dislikes. I know there's an app, like a widget or an app for it that like lets you see the dislikes though, which is still crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I don't even know how they're getting that. Also, like, I don't know. I actually like have some thoughts and opinions about that. I think if you, as a viewer, have that plugin just to see who's disliking what, that's kind of weird. It's like, why does that matter to you? You know, like, just like it or dislike it and move on.
Well, because
it's like,
I feel like back in the day, that's like what gave a video validation, whether if it was a good video or a good take.
I guess when it comes down to guides, you know, like it was a really big deal when I'd watch a YouTube guide because like, oh, this one has so many dislikes, not watching this one.
Yeah.
Whether, you know, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's just like, I know people have it that watch our videos, the Behemoth videos, and sometimes this is not that common, but we'll get a comment about the dislike ratio on a video. And I have probably looked at the dislikes and likes on certain videos over the course of the past 2 years, probably less than 5 times. It's a metric I primarily ignore. Like, I don't know. It's not really on my radar. And so when someone else is pointing it out, I'm like, yo, chill out, bro. I'm running this shit and it really is okay. We're good. I'm sorry you don't like Skitty's hoe in the video. All right. Don't fucking dislike it and get over yourself.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, YouTube has kind of over the years made the dislike button redundant. Like, sure, we see it on the back end, and if someone has, you know, that plugin that allows them to see the dislikes, which I'm pretty sure it's still stored in the metadata, so that's how they see it. But
yeah, it's interesting that they can pull that. Like, why have that available? That's what I don't like. If I was YouTube and I wanted to hide likes and dislikes, I would make sure that a simple plugin doesn't get around this thing I'm trying to do. I don't know. I think
it's because
weird on their end.
They view it from like a general consumer point of view, Tpapa. They're not looking at like the people that are going to search that up. That's a very niche thing for someone to be like, well, I still want to see the dislikes. There's sure some people are going to think that way, but it's not a massive amount of people. So
yeah, I wonder how many it is, you know, like I'd like to know. Cause I don't. Do you have the plugin? It sounds like you do.
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't. Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, I don't either.
Give a fuck.
I don't either.
I mean, I kind of
I
miss
know
it.
one of my friends does. Yeah. I guess, yeah. I do miss it in the way of like clicking on a video to find out if it's going to help me with my computer problem I'm currently trying to solve, which is why I would usually use the dislike button.
I also feel like it helps like combating like botted shit as well. Like, I feel like that also helps.
Valid.
You know, you look at the comments.
Probably.
If something has like an unusually large amount of negative posts on, like negative dislikes on it, and you get on the comments and there's no negative comments, there's only positive comments. I think that's a pretty good indicator of like, oh, this person may be botting their shit and they're hiding all the negative comments.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to look at it as well, because it's pretty much disabled for everyone. It's the way that YouTube handled it. No one really gives a fuck anymore. Like, you like a video if you like the video, right?
I think they did the same thing on Instagram too. I think likes are hidden there too. I could be wrong. I don't use Instagram.
That is, I think you can set that on the post for yourself personally, or I think it's like once it's past a certain amount of likes, because I still see posts on Instagram where it shows like the 3.8 million likes on it. Like, so obviously you can still see it there. I think it's per individual. But switching topics here, are there any big future plans for Behemoth right now? Maybe future collaborations, or any more merch coming out? I see a lot of comments of people talking about how they want Behe hoodies.
Yeah. There's that one guy that comments that every single fucking day with the same comment. It gets me. Yeah. I gotta go do that. We'll have probably. I gotta go put the logos on, get the samples ordered. I don't know, probably new merch for the next month. Probably an ad for it on one of the episodes. I imagine would be an easy timeline. I just gotta go and ship them to Tasty, get the okay from him, and ship the hat to Seth, because I know he really wants the hat.
And then yeah, we'll have new merch definitely in time for fall time. We'll have some fall merch because we kind of did a launch during spring summer was our first one, so we didn't really have any winter clothes, but I guess we do have a lot of viewers in Australia, and I know it is winter over there. But yeah, we'll have new merch soon. But to answer your question, like things I really want to do, when we bought Behemoth, one of my like main goals and like aspirations with the channel was to expand it, like not just Behemoth for RuneScape, but like have Behemoth be like, an enterprise that does lots of video games. So I've always kind of like been thinking what game we could also do, like Behemoth, Tarkov highlights, which I've actually like in pursuing this goal, I have done like practice docs. I have been like, can I make a document for Tarkov today? If I had to produce a Behemoth Tarkov video, could I do it? And the answer to Tarkov was no, actually. I always thought I could do a Tarkov 1, and it turned out to be way harder than I thought. There's not nearly as many clips. It's not interesting. And so it's getting the Behemoth channel to a point of profit to where we could then reinvest into, have another title and thumbnail, another thumbnail made by Scold and another video edited by Asterix and, another video put out. And I think the next one I'm going to go dabble with is Counter-Strike. I'm going to go see if, if that's an opportunity. I have not talked about this with Tasty or Seth, but like, I just need to know if I can do it first before I present it to them. And I just think, with a challenge that I face when I think about this thing I want to work on is we are a permission only channel. Every single clip that you see, obviously there have been a couple accidents and mistakes, but 99% of the clips that are on Behemoth, I have messaged and have a conversation with the creator. They know their clip is going in. They know they will be credited in the description, and they are aware that we are using their clips. And that's very easy because we are RuneScape streamers and we have a relationship built with a lot of these guys. Now, branching out into another game, I don't know any of these people. And specifically with Counter-Strike, these guys are massive. So getting permission and seeing if we could actually do a daily video where you'd have an interesting title and thumbnail every day, like those are the hurdles I got to get over. But I would like to expand it one day to, I don't know, a bunch of video games.
Have a whole monopoly on community channels for games.
Yeah. Like I think we have a well-oiled machine. And I love to expand it. That's a goal for sure.
Dude, it's so funny you mentioned that because I'm sitting here and thinking about like what other games you could do this with. And
it's harder than you think.
Absolutely.
A lot comes down to an active Reddit, interesting news, daily clips, streamers that'll message you back because we are permission only because you're not allowed to use people's clips without permission on YouTube. Not saying that if that wasn't the case, we still probably would get permission because it's not cool to steal people's content. But yeah, we got to get permission so that we can have this monetized so that it can be, an expansion to the business.
Dude, I'm over here looking at the Counter-Strike Reddit and this shit doesn't even look that too active.
No, see, that's the downside with that. And I've looked at the Counter-Strike Reddit and now let me pull up the Counter-Strike clips. I think the Counter-Strike clip checking is actually good enough because everyone's clipping their 5Ks, everyone's clipping their, their aces. There would be definitely enough clips each day. It's getting permission. And then like, what am I going to do for a title and thumbnail every day in Counter-Strike? I don't fucking know. Like,
I don't think you could. And
it's too hard. Yeah. You see, like exactly. Like you understand, like, it's like, it is hard to do. And also part of what makes Behemoth so successful and, just worthwhile is the fact that it's daily, like it can become a part of our jobs because it produces revenue because we're doing it daily, because we're on top of things, and like doing it daily is very difficult. I don't want to do like a once a week highlight channel. That's not something I'm interested in. I would want to do it daily.
So yeah, Counter-Strike. I think Counter-Strike would be a good one just because like there's passion with it, you know, with me and Max. Like we love Counter-Strike. I know you do too. Like we all play. I don't know if the listeners know, like me, SaintTits, Tasty, Krylax, just to name a few people. Like we play Counter-Strike with each other fairly often. So it's like another game that we're all passionate about. So at least there's passion behind it, which, you know, makes work fun.
Yeah,
It's I think
it's funny you say that because I somehow of all people I got TDM Jesus on for an episode of Base Tapes with a cold DM.
Isn't that not insane?
I still can't, and it's our worst performing Base Tapes episode. I had no idea how, because fucking that's insane that I even got him. Like that video could have gotten fucking 5 views. I don't give a fuck. I got to sit down with one of my most favorite content creators for Counter-Strike. And like that is just an experience within itself, and like he's probably the most morally straight Counter-Strike YouTuber, which is saying a lot because that scene is just filled with fucking degenerates that just care about gamble sponsorships and just putting out a video every other week for that gamble sponsorship to pay them. It's insane.
Yo, shout out gamble sponsorships. I like gamble sponsorship. Anyone want to sponsor me for gambling, I'll do it. I love gambling. I don't care.
I would do it too, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Bro, they have DraftKings ads on Twitch. I don't know why people are so weird about gambling sponsorships. It's like, get over yourself.
Yeah, dude, that whole Twitch banning gambling thing had way more to do than who was in the scene than the fucking 100%. Gambling. They just wanted certain individuals gone. That's all that was.
Yeah, they demonized gambling, and it's like, you guys freaking run ads for DraftKings. And you know DraftKings is paying good money for those ads too, you know? Like that's good money. That's good money right there.
Dude, people on Twitch would complain about people gambling on it. Meanwhile, Alinea fucking almost broke her back at a TwitchCon event. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you guys are worried about way dumber things. Meanwhile, everyone's drinking on stream. Everyone's smoking weed on stream. Let's be very perfectly clear. People are doing that all the fucking time. I mean, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be real here. Let's be fucking real.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's just in terms of like branching out into a different community channel, dude. I don't think Asterix could do 2 videos a day. I don't know if he'd want to do 2 daily.
Good thing we have a backup.
I mean, yeah, I would have to do it. And like, here's the other thing: are you going to upload it on the Behemoth channel, or are you guys going to make a separately new channel?
No, it'd be a new channel. Yeah, you don't want to. You for the most part, in terms of algorithm on YouTube, you do not want to be uploading more than once a day. That is.
I agree.
Unless you're a very specific person. I know a couple massive YouTube channels can post something like that off. You're supposed to stay away from that. So no, it would be its own dedicated thing, and we would run ads for each other's channels on the other channel. So like, you know, we'd be like, check out this channel that we also run. Like we would run an ad for it if we were to hypothetically expand.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, it'd want to be a game that has a lot of crossover with RuneScape. And I just played a game of Counter-Strike with Tasty today, and he was recognized just off his profile picture in the game. So there's a lot of Counter-Strike RuneScape crossover. And so I always kind of got my eyes peeled, you know, I always kind of thinking, and it's in the back of my head. It's like, could we do, you know, this game? Like whenever a game pops up, like, could I do this game? Maybe it's not just Counter-Strike. Maybe it's just like shooters, you know, maybe it's, I don't know. I'm always thinking about it though. It's always in the back of my head.
Well, I feel like the direction you would have to, it would have to just be a single game. I don't see doing mixing shooters or mixing genres would go well. I think if you're gonna do this,
I agree with you.
Dial in on the one game, and dude, maybe not every day, maybe not every other day, but maybe like a video every 3 days of just like a compilation of clips through Twitch or Kick or the Reddit.
Yeah, I could probably do every third would probably be worth it. I think I'd have to think about it. I think so, yeah. Every other day. I like the daily. I'm looking at Counter-Strike right now, and like there's definitely the clips are there. You know, I just gotta have Simple to answer his DMs and tell me yes, and Rain and all these massive streamers that have all their DMs
closed. Here's what we can do in the meantime before like there's any like notoriety on the channel is we don't ask for permission, we just fucking cruise along. And we,
Bro, I always think about that. Why the fuck not? You know, it's not gonna be a problem until we're getting a lot of views.
it's not gonna affect your
a lot of
main
views, and then
it's not gonna affect Behemoth, right? You know, it's not gonna affect the main channel.
Honestly, I've always thought about that. I'm like, you know, what if we just fucking did it without permission for a little bit? You know,
Dude, that's
see if
what
YouTube
people
takes
do
us down
to start out anyway.
I know that is what people do. Like, why? You know, I like being by the book, but on this one, maybe not. You know.
Well, you got to. I mean, it's not gonna like once you start getting a couple thousand views, like maybe start trying to reach out there and or see if people like message you or reach out to you, right? That's what I would do. I would say fuck it. I would just send it. And I wouldn't even try to focus on new stuff because that's another thing with Counter-Strike is news is very slow. You're going to have to follow like
here's the deal with the news for Counter-Strike. It would not be news. It would be drama because there's always that on Twitter, you know? There's always a little bit of CS drama going on. So you have to
dip
your toes into the thing that we don't do,
you could do like a Warren Buffett Market Watch segment.
Oh, yeah. No. See, you know what? We're kind of cooking right now. We could... Yeah, fuck. I don't know. That's actually great. I don't know why I never thought about that. We could totally, because we usually about once a week, I do a title and thumbnail in Behemoth that has to do with something in the economy. That is a tried and true, always a banger episode.
Mm-hmm.
Will always end up kind of being, top 5 out of the last 10 usually. Usually it works out. I think that's a good point. We could totally do one. Hey, this skin is up. This skin is down. Damn, yeah, good workshop.
No, very, very good workshop. I mean, it's doable, bro. It's just the time and dedication.
That's the other thing. It's just like, at a certain point, I think like I could run 3 channels. I think I could do 3 channels a day. I wouldn't be able to stream anymore, but I could run 3 channels. I think that's what my brain could do. At max capacity, I'd be working it'd be like 9-hour days every day.
And then
it'd be worth it though. It'd be fun as fuck.
It'd be cool. I definitely think that would be cool. A different like outreach for a different community. I mean, and then like that just boosts y'all to stream, more audience members to stream too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good idea. But one last topic here. RuneScape is experiencing probably one of the biggest boosts of growth it's seen in its lifetime in terms of being like old school, right? And
yes,
I love that it's getting more attention. I love that like old players are returning, new players are joining. Obviously with the WoW streamers leaving WoW for the second time and discovering old school, and they've really been enjoying it. I truly do wonder in the back of my mind, is everyone going to be singing the same tune 2 to 4 months from now, maybe half a year from now? Because a lot of these WoW streamers immediately jump the gun into making hardcores or Ironmen or like group Ironmen. And Jagex has done a really good job of making the early game grind, mid game grind fun, even on Ironman. So it makes sense why they're infatuated with it right now. But the real question is, when they get past like base 70 stats,
when it's time to grind their bofas, who's gonna flounder is what I want to know.
Yeah, when they go for like 80 plus herb lore, like do they really know how many herbs and potions they're gonna have to make to even get there?
Yeah, I think about this a lot. The first grind that's gonna get a lot of people is gonna be the bofa. That's gonna be something they don't want to do. That's the hard one, because it's going to be interesting when one of these guys starts to go dry somewhere. You know, like what's going to happen when Sardako is 1200 CG in and he still doesn't have his bofa.
Right.
You know, like,
yeah,
I think it has to do a lot with these couple big ones. You know, like you have Shobek, you have Sardako, you have Sani, you have Guzu, Savix. What are they going to do when they face hard times? Because they haven't faced hard times yet. They've just done grinds, okay? But like going dry is a different thing. Like I killed Bandos every day, 5 hours a day for 4 months because I could not get the drop. Like what are they going to do when it gets to that? Are you gonna move on?
Yeah, these guys are doing
Um,
crazed archaeologists on Fossil Island right now, and they're like this is a lot of fun. This is awesome.
I will tell you who I have faith in. I have faith in Sardako. I have faith in Shobek. I have faith in Savix, and I think I have faith in Savix, and I have faith in Guzu. Those okay. Let me rephrase it. Sardako, Shobek, Guzu. Those three guys, from what I can tell just by watching their clips, almost never tune into any of their streams, but I see almost every clip that is clips. I think those guys are in. I think those guys are in for sure. Even if they go dry. Everyone else, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because this game is the greatest game I've ever fucking played in my life. I've played it since 5th grade. You know, and they're all saying it's a great game. So they get the benefit of the doubt that they'll make it because it's a fucking banger game. What else you could go back to WoW, dude? To go have fun grinding your gear for 10 weeks to then have it mean nothing in a year, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If you're gonna have fun doing that, then go have fun doing that, idiot.
Well, I for sure have no faith in one particular streamer, and that is Soda Poppin'.
Yeah, for sure.
Soda
for sure.
Poppin'
I agree.
is not going to be here playing RuneScape a year from now. And if he is, I'll eat my words, but
I do not think he has what it takes.
RuneScape is not a game for Soda Poppin' at all. And that's why it surprised the fuck out of me that he made an Iron Man for the first time. And I'm like, why did no one fucking tell him that like this game is gonna like require his full fucking attention? And that's just not what Soda Poppin' is. World of Warcraft.
Dude, Iron Man is part-time job. It's a part-time job.
Absolutely.
You're playing a part-time job game. If you want to play an Iron Man, I will stream 6 hours. Usually is like how long I stream for. Aim for 5 to 6 days a week. And I'm on top of that every single day doing minimum 2 hours of chores on the iron just so I can have materials for stream the next day. I have been fishing this whole time I've been talking. I have been catching anglers. I have caught 196 because I'm low on anglers and I will not have food to eat soon on stream if I don't catch these anglers right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta play 8 hours just so I can play 8 hours.
And I'm glad they're enjoying it, but I really think that none of them can mentally, because they know World of Warcraft, right? Like playing a hardcore or an Iron Man type account on World of Warcraft is one thing, but like them coming over here and experiencing like the mid and early game is a completely different other one. I was watching Showbeck the other day for an example of this, and he said that he wants on his next hardcore, he wants to get an untrimmed Slayer cape on his hardcore Iron Man, and I just giggled at that for fucking 15 minutes because
that's like his whole thing. That's like everything that he's about.
He does not know what that's going to take. He has no fucking idea.
Doing that on an iron is insane because you have to cannon it all. Doing it on a main is very difficult, but at least you can buy the cannonballs. Doing it on an iron
is...
I don't even know.
Yeah, for someone who's not even been playing the game for a decade, like if you've played this game for a decade, at least you know like the ins and outs of this game and like fundamentally how you're going to do that, and you have to come to terms with that and be like, okay, I'm willing to grind this out. But when you're just saying things like I want to get this and that, it's like you need to know like what that entails, because I don't think you know exactly what that entails. But like if he goes for it, fucking go for it. It'd be sick if he pulled it off. But dude, I
think a lot of it and him saying it has to do with like how intriguing and interesting it is that he's saying that, because now he's got us talking about it, you know? It's like maybe he doesn't actually mean it. Maybe he doesn't really care, you know? Maybe he doesn't really know the in-depth grind, but maybe he doesn't care that he knows what it takes, because it's a wild thing for him to say. It's a wild thing for him to say on stream, and now we're talking about it right now. And, you know, that's kind of what you want as a content creator. You want, you know, interest in what you're doing, and it's working. So
I get that, but that still doesn't know the fact that these guys are on Iron Man and they've never even maxed the main. To me, you know, it's wild. Yeah. Like they it's a completely different game on an Iron Man.
I love that he just like looked at the cave. He's like, that cave's cool. I want it.
Dude, fucking untrimmed Slayer cape in itself is an amazing achievement. On a hardcore Iron Man would be like I only think of a few people that if they put their mind to it, they could really do it. And like, I don't even think they'd want to. Like maybe like Mutz or Port Kazard could do that project. But realistically, how long do you think that would take them on an Iron Man? Fucking a year and a half, 2 years?
Well, all it is you just do all of your Slayer with a cannon. That's all. That's all an untrimmed Slayer cape is you just Turiel skip. You just gotta get cannonballs. It's actually, for his style of stream, it's kind of the perfect grind, because you'll just have days where you make cannonballs, and then you'll just have days when you cannon Slayer tasks. It's kind of chill. It's not anything other than just kind of like a time investment. It's not difficult. It's just, he's just going to invest more time. And if he is a streamer, and I do know he's be playing like 15 hours a day, because I see the progress on the account, and he keeps saying he plays 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I believe it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he could do it. And honestly, if any of the guys could do it, it could be him. If any other WoW streamer was saying that that's what they wanted, I would say you're crazy. But I think Showbeck's crazy enough. But also, I don't know if I'm getting baited into like being interested in his grind because he's saying he's doing this interesting thing, and then he's gonna get to the point where he has the bird's eye view realization of what he has to do to achieve that goal, and then he maybe is like, hey guys, this isn't for me, which could also be the case. I don't see that happening. I hope he does it though. I'm optimistic.
Oh no, it would be sick. I mean, whatever these guys do, like, I'm just glad they're part of the community now, and it gives RuneScape like a bigger, broader audience of people coming back into the game, whether it's new or older players.
Yeah, it's essentially like doubled our views on Behemoth each month, which is like really cool. It's really awesome to see the growth. We get the last 2 months have been like more subs each month than like any other month I've ever seen, like doubled. Like it's like that's how much these WoW guys are coming over. And just showing this game to a new audience, which I am very appreciative for as a RuneScaper through and through. It's very awesome to see player counts at all-time highs, which means subscriptions are an all-time high, which means Jagex making that money, which means Jagex gonna hopefully invest that money back in the game. And I feel like they are. The J-mods do a great job. There's been so many updates, like so many updates. They're killing it.
No, they're doing a good job, and RuneScape's bigger than ever. TPapa, any closing statements that you want to say?
Closing statement. Dude, shout out the listeners. Anyone that has made it this far, fucking love you. Also shout out the SaintTits, dude, doing these base tapes. We the podcast and all this entertainment you take in through base would be impossible without him.
Well, we got big plans for the future for the 100th episode. This will be out after that.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is coming out after the 100th episode?
This will be out after the 100th episode for sure.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. So hopefully you guys watch the 100th episode. You gotta go tune into that for sure. That's exciting.
We just booked our Airbnb for San Diego TwitchCon, and we will for sure have some goodies planned for there as well. I'll be bringing the setup.
Yeah.
We'll get the camera out, and we'll say a couple naughty words into some microphones. And remember, folks, go ahead.
Sorry, one more shout out. My sister, she listens to all the based everything, and hopefully she listened to this one, dude. She's a day one based enjoyer. Yeah, dude, shout out her. Like, yeah, love always hearing her point of view of everything that we do.
No, absolutely. Shout out the TpapaSLICE sister. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100% need a shout out.
Well, folks, if you're listening to this, on the Patreon first. Please go check out the Based After Dark Patreon. We have a Based After Dark Patreon cast every other week, and on the off weeks, we have an early release of the base tapes, what you're listening to now. Thank you so much for TPapa coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we need to do this again.
It's been awesome.
Need to do it again. But anyways, thanks for listening, y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
See you later. Fuck pregnant bitches.